Good morning. Oh, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let's go ahead and move it over to this side. Alrighty, here we go. So, Capricorn, how's it going? I just woke up from a little nap right now that Spirit had put me under. Recharge myself a little bit so that I can come in and give you guys your reading. So, been an interesting time, hasn't it? A lot of you guys have been going through big changes. Some of you have been moving. A lot of you have been learning a lot of different things like preservation, perseverance, resilience, forgiveness, and many of these other factors that I would say that Jesus used to encompass, right? So let's see what the universe has for you this week. And this is going from the 19th to the 25th. So tomorrow till I think Wednesday, right? If I'm not mistaken. What do we have for Spirit? Oh, look at that. So somebody likes you. Open up your heart. That's actually part of the lesson that this whole thing has imparted on you, is to open your heart to what the universe has for you. Now, the universe apparently has somebody who likes you. And they want to date, but I feel like they want to get to know you first, because I believe, just like yourself, you do not want bad things happening in this next relationship, right? You want that this next relationship is your Eve counterpart, the one that complements you almost completely, right? Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of different changes, and if you haven't gone through a change, be aware of it. The universe is preparing you for this next person, whoever this next person may be. See? So they're very interested in conversing more, and it's almost like they're awaiting your messages, your calls, your texts, your emails, things like that. Now, this one says hoovering, right? But I don't really see any type of hoovering in your reality, especially if you're going through sudden changes, epiphanies, an upheaval of your old life and your old way of thinking and being transformed. Well, has a lot to do with healing the inner child, right there at the bottom. Now, when you heal the inner child, it's very interesting that you pay attention to your relationships and how they come into your life. There's going to be a pattern. For me, I have Saturn in the 9th house. And Saturn in the 9th house would be Pisces for me. If I look at my paper over here, Saturn, where is Saturn? Give me 1 second, guys. To the 18th. It is the 18th, right? June 2024. Okay, yeah, Saturn is at the 19th degree, it seems. Yep, 19th degree of Pisces, which means that it would be in a Jupiter type of energy. The Jupiter type of energy is where your career is taking you. So, it almost feels like this person might be tied to your career. But let's see what else Spirit has to say. Yeah, look at that. They want to date. But, like I said, I feel like they're feeling you out. They want to converse more. I mean, because it's right there at the middle of the reading. It's like this has the ability to evolve into the relationship phase. of the nesting phase of the relationship. But whenever you have a butterfly show up, that means that there's things that are transforming in your life, and these transformations are leading you to heal not just the inner child, but for growth as well. So I have to ask the question: how many of you have been healing your inner child? That could be whatever. For me, I guess it was drawing and doing things like that when I was a kid. And I mean, if you pay attention to the deck that I've been making, I have been drawing various different things, right? This one is actually one of the coolest. So this is a hermit, and very interesting. I've been letting loose with my inner child on this one, and I feel that I've grown quite a bit. But I feel like the idea of healing the inner child is to give your inner child that space that it needs to grow, first off. And in order for your inner child to grow, there is a necessity for you to come to terms with whatever's happening, let it go, and take care of you. So, with that, see, paradise. Essentially, this person likes you, and this person does want something with you. It almost feels like they're waiting for a certain change within you, maybe a certain epiphany within themselves. But they do enjoy you, and they do want to enjoy you more, and they find joy, playfulness, and happiness inside of you, Capricorn. Now, what needs to change is this idea that perhaps maybe you don't deserve this happiness. Maybe you don't deserve whatever this person has to offer. I feel like Capricorn, after what you've been through lately, people that are not showing their feelings, pretending to do things, gaslighting you, I feel like whatever this sudden change is almost more of like, can I really believe this? Like, is this really happening? You know what? It's like, you're like, this seems way too good to be true. This is probably a scam. Now, some of you are still talking to an ex. That's probably why the hoovering is there. But it's time to grow and transform your life, Capricorn. No second chances. You can think about the ex and forgive them. Maybe even have those unforgettable experiences still there with you. But the universe is preparing you for somebody new. And this somebody new has the potential to change your life so much that in the process you probably heal your inner child. Yeah, you definitely have somebody tugging on your energy, though. Somebody who wishes they could have evolved things further, but they didn't. And now that you're either gone or leaving, they're thinking of you still. And I think that's the reason why, in some way, shape, or form, their effects have caused very big changes in you. Yep, dealing with a codependent person. A person who was very controlling, kept you under a lot of blocks and restraints. But it's time to move away from that, okay? It's time for you to progress to receiving what you need, Capricorn. Moving on, closure of this past cycle that you may still be thinking about for some of you. And it has a lot to do with your many options right now. I wouldn't necessarily say that you have booty calls or anything like that, although you might. But even then, I don't think you're very interested in those either. Right now is a time for healing. It's a time for making decisions. And it seems like you have very many things that you're trying to juggle, okay? So when it comes to these relationship factors, get out there. there's somebody that likes you, even if they haven't seen you yet, they're going to be drawn in by your power. They're going to be drawn in by your personal strength. Especially after you converse and you talk about this ending that happened with the person who was gaslighting you and not really truly showing their feelings. I feel like this person is going to be the opposite of that. They're going to understand in some way, shape, or form that you were hurt in the past. So they're more than likely going to be much more open with you in the sense that they want to keep you around. Now, I feel that they are going to share their true feelings with you. The change right here is that you're tired of people gaslighting you and people that do not show you how they truly feel. So, open up your heart, Capricorn, because there's a lot of good things coming, right? So with that, thank you for being here. Be aware that during this next week, there's a lot of potential for change, growth, and healing. So with that, thank you for being here, and I will catch you on your next reading.